Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will discuss about type 1 hypersensitivity. Type 1 hypersensitivity reaction is basically an immune response. And as we know, the immune response or the adaptive immunity is of two types. It is cell mediated and the second type it is humoral. The cell mediated immunity is basically with the help of the T lymphocytes or the T cells, and the humoral immunity is because of the B cells or the B lymphocytes and the antibodies. But sometimes this adaptive immunity or the immune response can get out of hand, and these immune responses are known as the sensitivity of our body. The sensitivity of our body. But sometimes these immune responses can also occur for not harmful substances. So for those substances which are not harmful for our body or are not pathogens, so for these substances these immune responses can also occur. So in that case these immune responses become undesirable, and these undesirable immune responses are known as hypersensitivity. And this hypersensitivity is basically of four types: hypersensitivity 1 and hypersensitivity type 2, hypersensitivity type 3, and hypersensitivity type 4. And today we are discussing about the hypersensitivity type 1 reaction. As you may have seen that few people are allergic to few substances, like few people are allergic to peanuts or eggs or fishes or pollen. So if a allergen, for example, if this person is allergic to pollens, so allergen in this case will be the pollen. So if this person inhales this pollen and this allergic person is already allergic to the pollen, now this person will start to sneeze and will have runny nose and runny eyes. So this is due to the allergic response or the hypersensitivity reaction shown by this individual's body. Thus, all these allergic responses by the body is due to the hypersensitivity type 1 reaction. Now, we will try to understand how this type 1 hypersensitivity reaction works or how it develops. For that, we have to understand that hypersensitivity type 1 reaction has two phases. The first phase is the pre-sensitization phase. The first phase is the pre-sensitization phase, and the second phase is the sensitization phase. In the pre-sensitization phase, the first exposure of an allergen to a human will cause a strong immune response from the T cells. Now, these T cells will make few substances which are known as cytokines. Now, these cytokines are of three types: IL-4, IL-5, and IL-13. Now, among these cytokines, this IL-4 is the most important because now this IL-4 cytokine will activate the B cells. Now, these B cells, as we know, are responsible for the formation of a class of antibodies which are IgA, IgM, IgE, IgD, as we know. But now, this IL-4, the cytokinin, will cause a phenomenon which is known as the antibody class switch. This antibody class switch means that now B cells will only produce IgE antibody and all other antibodies will not be produced. So the IgE antibody is the most important antibody which will basically cause the hypersensitivity type 1 reaction. So you can also say that the hypersensitivity type 1 reaction is caused by or mediated by IgE antibodies. This IgE antibody that is produced can identify the allergen or the antigen and can start the initial sensitization. This IgE antibody will get attached to the antigen presenting cells, which are the mast cells and the basophils. The mast cells or the basophils have certain type of special receptors present on their body. These special receptors are known as FCER1 receptors. And if you have studied the structure of antibodies, so you may know that antibodies have a Fc part and a Fab part. The Fc part is used to attach to the APC or the antigen presenting cells, means the mast cells, and the Fab is used to attach to an allergen. So allergen will get attached through the Fab part. And when all of this process is done, means the antibody gets attached to the APC through the Fc part, because the FCER1 receptor present here on the APC cells or the mast cells are really attracted towards the Fc part of the antibody. So this antibody will get attached to the FCR1 part, but when all of this is done, means the antibody gets attached to this mast cells or the APC, by the time all of this occurs, there are no longer allergens present. So no allergens are present by the time all of this occurs. But still the mast cells are now sensitized because they get attached to the antibodies now, IgE antibodies now. And they are ready if any allergen comes in future. So we can also say that the mast cells are now sensitized. So the first phase of the hypersensitivity type 1 reaction, which is the pre-sensitization phase, is now ended. Now the sensitization phase will proceed. On subsequent exposure to allergen, means the next time when allergen will enter the body, now this mast cells are already sensitized and IgE antibodies are already attached to the receptor of these mast cells. Now when all the allergens will enter the body, these allergens will get attached to these IgE antibodies quickly. So here the allergens will get attached to the IgE antibodies. Now within minutes, the cross-linking of the IgE antibodies with the mast cells will trigger the degranulation process. Now what is this degranulation process? The degranulation process is basically the opening of the granules present in the mast cells. So mast cells have granules in it. Now these granules have certain chemicals or substances present in it. So these IgE antibodies will trigger this degranulation process or the opening of these granules. Now when these granules will open out, certain chemicals in large amount will be released from these mast cells, and within few minutes. So these chemicals are basically histamine, serotonin, and heparin. Now the histamine substance is the most important because this histamine substance will be released in large quantity by the mast cells. Now this histamine is mostly responsible for all the runny nose and watery eyes that people get because of the allergic reaction. So this histamine will cause the runny nose and mucus, secretion of mucus from the inner membrane of the nose. So all of these symptoms are due to the histamine, which is produced by the mast cells due to the interlinking of the IgE cells. So all of this is due to the hypersensitivity reaction, which causes the mast cells to produce large amount of histamine. So in this way, hypersensitivity type 1 reaction occurs, and in this way, all these symptoms which people get due to the allergic reactions is because of all of this reactions which occurs at the molecular biological level. So I hope you have understood each and every part of this hypersensitivity type 1 reaction. If you have any doubts, you can ask them in the comment section.